So here we have an active sentence. We're going to pass this active sentence into passive sentence, a passive voice sentence. So here we have the dog eats biscuits. So remember that. Tell me.
Ahí sería biscuits is ate by the dog.
Can you say it again?
Biscuits is
Biscuits are biscuits very good.
Biscuits are ate by the dog.
Eaten
by the dog.
Very good. Remember that when we are going to start passing the active voice into passive, we have to identify the subject, the verb, and the object. And in passive voice, the object is going to come first. Okay, so it's okay. Biscuits are eaten by the dog. Very good, Leonardo. Excellent. Now, I read an interesting novel. What could be the passive voice of this sentence? Remember, we must identify the subject, the verb, and the object. And in passive voice, we're going to write the object first of all. So, Sophia, tell me.
Novel is interesting.
What is the object? What is the complete object of the sentence? An interesting novel. An interesting novel. Sophia now. An interesting novel.
Interesting novel is by I read.
What is the past participle of read?
Read.
Read. Very good. So, an interesting novel is read is missing something? What is missing?
By.
By who?
By read.
By, no. What is the object? The subject, sorry. Guys, what is the subject here?
By I.
But we have, very good. So for that reason, today we are going to see that the pronouns, because remember that when we are talking about the subjects and we are going to change that, we are going to replace that I for please guys, turn on your cameras. When we are going to replace, we're going to replace I for an object pronoun, okay? I don't say by I say by me. If I'm talking about she, what could be the object? The object pronoun. Tell me. Do you know? In this case, I will say an interesting novel is read by me. Remember that we are talking here about the present, okay? About the present simple. An interesting novel is read. Very good. Now here. So remember, The difference is easy, Sophia, okay? Remember that in the active voice, we start with the subject. Here the most important in the active voice is the person who performs the action. Did you understand?
O sea que el active voice, yo sé que es active voice porque comienza por el sujeto, o sea, por lo último.
No, en el active voice, la persona es la persona que realiza la acción es la más importante de la frase, ¿sí? El perro come galletas. ¿Cuál es lo más importante de nuestra frase? El perro, aquí en la voz activa, no hablando de la voz activa, el perro come galletas, el que tiene toda nuestra atención y toda la relevancia es el sujeto, que vendría siendo el perro. Pero ¿qué pasa en la voz pasiva? Si ve que ya el perro deja de tener relevancia, ahora ¿quién tiene relevancia? La acción, ¿verdad? Entonces aquí diríamos las galletas. Las galletas son comidas por el perro. Si ven que el perro pasó a un segundo plano, aquí lo más importante va a ser la acción, no la persona o el sujeto que realiza la acción, sino la acción en sí misma. ¿Listo?
Ok.
Entonces esa es la diferencia. En la voz activa, les vuelvo a mencionar, entonces tenemos nuestro sujeto, que en este caso es el perro, ¿cierto? Ese es nuestro sujeto, el perro. ¿Cuál es nuestro verbo? Comer. Ahí tenemos comer y lo vemos en presente simple. Listo. ¿Cuál es nuestro objeto? Biscuits, galletas. Perfecto. ¿Qué pasa ahora cuando vamos a convertir esa frase activa a voz pasiva? Entonces, ya dividimos, ya
¿Quieres
dijimos.
cambiar el verbo? Digo el sujeto.
Entonces ya el sujeto va a dejar de ser el sujeto y lo vamos a poner allá a lo último de la frase y el objeto lo vamos a poner al principio de nuestra frase. Entonces, biscuits va a ir al principio de nuestra frase en la voz pasiva. Entonces, biscuits. Entonces, ¿qué es lo otro importante que les mencioné de la voz pasiva? Que siempre tenemos que escribir ¿qué verbo?
Tenemos que escribir was.
No, tenemos que escribir el verbo to be. ¿Ok?
Por eso.
Pero si estamos hablando de presente, el verbo to be va a ir
Presente.
en presente. Excelente, muy bien. Tenemos que identificar el tiempo verbal de la voz activa. Si está en presente, pues nuestro verbo to be va a ir en presente. No se olviden que el verbo to be tiene dos formas, ¿no? En presente. Is, ¿para quiénes? Para las terceras personas, ¿verdad? ¿Cuáles son las terceras personas? ¿Quién me quiere decir las terceras
He,
personas?
it, he.
Muy bien. He, she, and it. Y tenemos are, que son para los plurales. ¿Quién me quiere decir cuáles son los plurales? We.
They, you.
Y también tenemos tenemos otra conjugación que es para I what? I am. Recuerden, entonces tenemos is, are y am. Ok, excelente, listo. Acá estamos hablando de ellas, de las galletas. Entonces, biscuits are. ¿Qué pasa? Tenemos que agarrar nuestro verbo principal de la voz activa y la vamos a poner en la voz pasiva, pero en pasado participio. ¿Listo? Biscuits are eaten by the dog. Perfecto. ¿Alguna pregunta? ¿Todo perfecto? ¿Entendimos?
Sí, Miss.
Sí, me entendí.
So here is the difference, that in the active voice, the subject that performs the action is the most important in the sentence, but in the passive, the most important is the action, okay? That's it. Let's continue. So now, ya sabemos cómo convertir una frase activa en pasiva, pero ¿sabemos pasar de voz pasiva a voz activa? Vamos a averiguarlo. So here we have a sentence. That piece is really enjoyed by the core. Sorry, there is a mistake. So here we have the passive voice of this sentence. Passive voice. So tell me, what could be the active voice for this sentence? What could be the subject in the active voice? Guys, are you there? Can you please tell me? And turn on your cameras, please. So remember, here we have to identify the object. Let's begin with that, step by step. Okay. So what is the object here? Remember that here we're talking about a passive voice sentence. So what is the object here? Tell me, Angel. This is, that this is the subject, okay? The subject. This is the subject. Now the object, what is the object?
That piece.
That piece, very good. This is the object. Very good. Now, what is the main verb? The action verb. Enjoy. Very good. Enjoy. So as you can see here, the verb is in what? In what tense? In which tense? The verb to be.
Present.
In present, very good. Which means that the sentence must be in present. So, here we go. So the subject is going to come first. So, let's do it. So it could be the subject here. This is the verb. The subject, the verb, and the object. Try to write the sentence. Try to write the sentence. Remember that it's in present simple. It's too difficult? So let's do it. Let's do it. You're gonna help me. Choir, okay? First of all, the choir. Very good. Now, what is next? Next is really, because we have really there. Really, what happened? Now it comes the verb.
Right.
Enjoys. Enjoys because we are talking about a third person. The choir really enjoys
That is.
that
That
piece.
is.
Very good. Very good. Nice. So here we have our active sentence, okay? Our active sentence. That's it. It's too difficult. I know that it's a little bit complicated, but we have to practice this, okay? Let's continue. The choir really enjoys that piece. Let's try with another one. What happened here? Remember that to say who does or did the action, we use by, here by, but sometimes we don't know who performs the action. What happens if I don't know who performs the action? Remember that I told you yesterday what happened? If I don't know who performs the action, who is the person who performs the action, what happened? Nothing happens. What happened if I don't know who performs the action?
Pues le queda mal.
No. If I don't know who performs the action, I don't write it. Si no sé quién hizo la acción, pues no lo escribo. Es decir, en este caso, si ven que ahí no puse quién realizó la acción. I read an interesting novel. Yo sé quién hizo la acción. Pero no me pareció relevante. Recuerden que en la voz pasiva lo más relevante es la acción y no la persona que hace esta acción. Y aquí no me pareció relevante poner an interesting novel is read by me. ¿Cierto que suena hasta raro? Entonces, en algunas ocasiones no es necesario ponerlo. Y si yo no lo sé, pues entonces no lo pongo tampoco. ¿Quién realizó la acción? Ni idea, porque aquí no es importante. No es importante la persona que realizó la acción. Y si no sé, entonces no pongo nada. Simplemente pongo an interesting novel is read and that's all. And it's okay. The sentence is okay. Okay? So here we have another example. That song is sung by my mom. So we are going to pass the passive voice, this passive voice, into an active voice. So remember, the first step is identifying the subject. What is the subject in this sentence? Tell me, what is the subject? Leonardo, here, what is the subject? Or Angel. Angel, tell me, what is the subject? That song is sung by... Very good. My mom. Excellent. That's the subject. Now, the main verb or the action verb. Sung. Very good. Very good. This is the verb. What about the object?
That song.
Very good. That song. That's the object. Excellent. Now, in our active voice, we're going to start with the subject. Then we continue with the verb. And at the end, it comes the object. Excellent. Now remember that here we must identify the tense of the sentence. Here we are talking about present simple. So try to pass this passive voice into active voice.
Miss, I said my mom sung that song.
Remember that this is the main verb, okay? So this verb is going to be in present simple. Yes?
Sing.
Sings. Sings because we are talking about my mom. My mom is third
Sings.
person. Third person, which means that I have to write sings. Very good. Very good, Leonardo. That's it. Easy peasy. My mom sings that song. Recuerden que nosotros en la voz pasiva lo que vamos a hacer es identificar el tiempo verbal para poder saber en qué tiempo tenemos que escribir nuestro verbo. ¿Cuál es el verbo principal aquí? Song, lo que quiere decir que en la voz activa el verbo principal va a ser song, pero en presente simple. Todo, eso es todo. ¿Tienen dudas? ¿Los confundí más o está bien? Díganme, escucho. Porque es que nosotros ya sabemos cómo pasar una frase activa a una pasiva, es súper sencillo, ¿cierto? Pero ahora pasar de una pasiva a una activa, ahí estaba el reto. Pero como pueden ver, no es muy complicado. Para que sepamos pasar una frase de voz pasiva a voz activa, tenemos que identificar el sujeto, tenemos que identificar el verbo principal y tenemos que identificar el objeto. ¿Listo? ¿Cuál es lo otro importante a identificar? El tiempo verbal. Si tú sabes en qué tiempo verbal está la frase, ya sabes en qué tiempo debe ir el verbo principal. Si en la frase pasiva encontramos el verbo to be en pasado simple, ¿qué quiere decir? Que el verbo principal en la voz activa va a ir en... ¿Va a ir en qué? En pasado simple. Si encontramos el verbo to be en presente simple, significa que nuestro verbo principal en la voz activa va a ir en presente simple. Do you have any question? Let's continue working. I know that this could be a little bit difficult, so let's continue. So here, you have here another passive voice sentence that we must pass into active voice. So football is played by them. What is happening here? Them is replacing what? What subject?
Tenemos my subject.
Sorry, Angel, can you say it again?
My subject.
No hay subject? Claro que hay subject here. Ujú. Si yo pongo me, ¿a qué sujeto estoy reemplazando?
I,
Sí, excelente, Sofía. Ay, muy bien. Así, ajá. Si yo pongo her, esto es complicado. Her, H-E-R, ¿a qué sujeto estoy reemplazando?
she,
Muy bien, sí, excelente. Exactamente. Muy bien. Si yo pongo him, creo que es him, H-I-M, ¿a qué sujeto estoy reemplazando?
he,
Muy bien, he, excelente. Si yo pongo as, US, ay, que no fue la mano. Ya lo escribimos por aquí que se vea. US, ¿a qué sujeto estoy reemplazando?
a we,
Muy bien. Ajá. Eso. Excelente. Ahora aquí tenemos them. ¿A qué sujeto está reemplazando them ahí?
They.
Muy bien. They. Excelente. Eso es. They. Ajá. They. Bien. Listo. Eso era lo que quería saber. Entonces, ahora recuerden, cuando vamos a empezar a pasar, no importa si es de activa o pasiva, tenemos que identificar siempre el objeto y el sujeto y el verbo. Entonces, aquí them o they, en este caso, sería el sujeto. Ahora, ¿cuál es el verbo?
Played.
Play. Bien, este es nuestro verbo. ¿Cuál es el objeto?
Football.
Football. Very good. Football. This is the object. Now, in which tense is the sentence?
Present.
Very good. It's in present. Excellent. Now, remember that in the active voice, we are going to start with the subject. Here we have the subject. Then the verb, and then the object. So, tell me. ¿Cómo quedaría nuestra frase? Ujú. Tell me, guys. So we'll start.
They,
They. Now the verb.
plays,
No, they. They are. Sorry. They
they,
is plural or singular?
plural,
Plural, which means that I don't have to write the S. So they play
football,
fútbol. Muy bien, excelente. Recuerden que aquí en el presente simple solo le vamos a agregar la S a las terceras personas. Tú, he, she, and it. ¿Listo? That's it. Questions? Comments?
No, miss.
Everything is clear?
Is
They play football. Easy peasy. Here we have another sentence. The cards are made by factory workers. The same.
Miss,
then-
sería factory workers made the cars.
Very good. So factory. Okay. The factory workers made the cards. Very good. That's it. Here we have our verb in present simple. The factory workers make the cards. Easy peasy. So now, remember that here we have our object pronouns. Look at here this sentence. My mom called my sister. Una frase en voz activa, ¿cierto? My mom called my sister. Ahora la vamos a pasar a pasiva. She was called by her. Díganme, ¿qué cambió en esa frase?
Cambiaron my mom por she y my sister por her y pusieron by.
Excelente, Sofía, excelente. Muy bien. Sí, también podría ella escribir my mom was called by her. Algo que sí tenemos que tener seguro aquí es que, como les dije, nosotros no podemos decir ahí by she. She was called o my mom was called by she. No, porque vamos a reemplazar nuestro sujeto por el pronombre objeto. Todos los sujetos son reemplazados por un pronombre objeto. Cada uno tiene el suyo. I, me, he, him, she, her, they, them, we, us, and you. Se no cambia. ¿Listo? Recuerden que cada uno tiene el suyo. Por favor, escriban esto en sus cuadernos. This is so important. So don't forget it. Don't forget that in some cases, we use the object pronoun in order to replace the subject. Ready?
friends.
No terminamos, apenas sacar el cuaderno.
Can you please take a screenshot?
Listo.
Okay. Ready?
Friends.
Here we have another example. Why are you buying these donuts? I'm buying them for the excursion. Can you see what happened? What happened in the sentences? In the second sentence.
En vez de decirle donas por nombre, la de
Muy bien, aquí es donde vamos a utilizar esos pronombres objeto para evitar la repetición. Why are you buying these donuts? Para no decir otra vez these donuts, I'm buying these donuts for the excursion. Voy a reemplazarlo por them. ¿Por qué? These donuts se refiere al sujeto they, ¿cierto? Ellas. Muy bien, entonces aquí vamos a utilizar them. Para eso utilizamos nuestros pronombres objeto, para reemplazar. ¿Listo? Para reemplazar y no volver a repetir lo mismo. So, why are you buying these donuts? I'm buying them for the excursion. For example, if I say, have you ever watched, Shrek, for example? Have you ever watched Shrek? ¿Cómo me responderían ustedes? ¿Han visto Shrek? Ustedes me responderían, sí la he visto, ¿cierto? Sí la he visto.
Yes, I see them.
Ajá, very good. I have seen it, ¿ok? Aquí creo que no puse it. Ahí no está it. Pequeño detalle. ¿Sí ve? Incluso en español nosotros preguntamos, ¿has visto Shrek? Y tú no vas a responder, sí, yo he visto Shrek. Tú dices, sí, yo la he visto. Para evitar la repetición. En inglés es exactamente lo mismo. Entonces decimos, have you ever watched Shrek? Yes, I have seen it. Have you seen the birds in the sky?
Birds.
Yes, I have seen them. I have seen them. Ahí estamos utilizando nuestros pronombres de objeto. Este tema lo vamos a trabajar un poquito más porque yo entiendo que es un poquito complicado. No se preocupen, vamos a hacer muchísimos ejercicios. So before we finish with the class, I would like that we complete this exercise. Okay. Here we are going to look at the pictures and you are going to match 4 of the prices in the box with the items that were sold at auctions. Okay. This is a little bit difficult because I know that the numbers will be difficult, but listen and check, okay? This is page, give me a second, this is page 80. Page 80. Are you ready?
Yes.
Here we go.
At $120 million, ladies and gentlemen, Edvard Munch's The Scream going once, going twice, gone. Sold for $120 million.
This was Sotheby's Auction House, New York, in May 2012, when the world-famous The Scream by Edvard Munch was sold for a record $120 million. There are actually 4 versions of this iconic work. This one was painted in 1895 and is thought to be the best by many experts. To find out more about the world of auctions, I'm joined by expert Saul Walters. Welcome, Saul.
Thank you.
But Saul, you're not here to talk about paintings, are you?
Nope. I'm going to talk about celebrity auctions.
You mean things that were owned by celebrities?
Exactly. It's big business. For example, this jacket was worn by Michael Jackson in the music video for his song Thriller. It's made of red and black leather, and it's signed by Michael. It was sold in 2011 for $1.8 million.
Wow. What about this car?
This Aston Martin car was driven by the actor Sean Connery in the James Bond movies. 2 cars like this were used in the movies, but the other one was stolen in 1997. This one was sold for $4.6 million.
Incredible. And what about this piece of toast? What's that doing here?
Well, it's covered with Vegemite, which is eaten by millions of Australians every day. And this piece of toast was given to singer Niall Horan from One Direction on an Australian TV show, but unfortunately, Niall didn't like it and he left it.
And was it sold at auction?
Yes, it was. Well, the online auction site eBay. And it was bought for $100,000.
$100,000 for a piece of toast. That's crazy.
Do you have all the answers?
Yes, miss.
Okay, let's start with the first one. A. Uh-huh.
A.
Tell me. What is the correct price for?
Last.
Tell me the number.
$120 million.
Very good. 120 millions. Very good. What about the B? The jacket. The jacket from Thriller.
1.8 million.
Very good. $1.8 million. What about the object number C? Sorry, the object C. That is a car.
4.6 million.
Very good. $4.6 million. What about the last one? A toast.
$100.
¿A la
100,000.
primera?
Now the last one, 100,000. Okay. Very good. So this one, it was A, it was the last, it was with the last one. This one with this one. This with this one. And this with this one. Very good. Excellent, guys. So today, we have more classes today.
Oh, miss.
We don't have more classes today. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
No, miss.
Bye.
Bye,
Take
miss.
care.